afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV. Very excited to be out here with you all, and we've got Cello on camera with us this afternoon, everybody. It's a perfect day out here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve, and I'm very excited because we are going to be trying to track down the pride again this afternoon. Brent had an amazing sighting this morning of the pride with the 3 males, and I believe some elephants as well. We might be in the same area where we're operating this afternoon, but I was told that the lions did move after Brent had last seen them, and we believe they were heading southeast towards this waterhole that we're about to get to up ahead here, folks, which is the Leopard Dam, directly translated Leopard Dam, one of my favorite waterholes here on the property. And we're going to start there this afternoon, folks. We'll quickly pop down to the dam and just see if those lions did eventually make their way here. If not, then they're somewhere in this block behind me, this block of land here to the north of me. So they were coming from further north of us, now heading southeast towards us here. Now, I've been checking very carefully along this road leading to the dam and haven't seen any tracks yet, but there is a very prominent game path that comes out just here on the corner of the waterhole. A lot of the game, when they come to drink here, use that game, this very prominent game path that cuts through this block. So we might find tracks just here, up ahead here. Maybe some lions lounging around the waterhole, but let's see what we find. Very excited to get to the water. Just quickly say hello to our pack members that have joined us this afternoon. Hello Carol, hello Di, hello Mary. Good afternoon, Barbara, Brandy, Connie, Elsa, Betty, Brian. Hello, Ian. Good afternoon to you. Hello, Ash Belicious. Lovely to have you with us again. I think I greeted Di. Not sure, but hello, Di again. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, CJ. Hello, Gordon. Wonderful to have so many of you with us here this afternoon, folks. Right, so I'm just approaching the water here now. Just checking. So Cello will show you this very prominent game path I was talking about. It's just here. You can see this game path cuts through the vegetation. It's become a highway, really, for animals to come down. Just quickly see if there's any tracks of these lions here. Doesn't look like it. No, the lions haven't come down here. There are relatively fresh tracks of a spotted hyena, which is pretty cool, but I doubt that hyena will be here now. Probably came down last very early this morning. Let's just roll down to the waters here. Lions might have come around from the other side of the dam. So let's see if anybody else is here right now. There are some monkeys busy having a drink on the far side of the waterhole. They look like they're having fun. Certainly having far too much fun if there were lions about. They seem pretty relaxed. Down at the water's edge if the lions were visible, that's for sure. They'd be too nervous to come and drink here if the lions were sitting somewhere close by and they could see them. It's wonderful to see the youngsters. Amazing animals, these vervet monkeys, incredibly intelligent. that's a big male busy coming towards us there. Probably the dominant male troop. You can see his size, he's just much bigger than the others. He's going to drink now. You better watch out for a crocodile. Haven't seen a crocodile here for a very long time, but you just never know. Crocodiles, of course, can move from one water source to the next, covering miles overland to get to new water. So you always got to be extra careful. Oh, what's on the water's edge there? There were some monkeys. Copy. Some monkeys were playing with each other on the edge. I believe we are struggling with a bit of breakup where we are right now, everybody. Apologies for that. We'll tell you what we'll do. Down to the bottom end of the dam here, to the bottom end of the water hole, and just anything on that side. There's good shade on the other side of the water hole here. And we'll just go stop that side. Hopefully the signal will improve. But I think that the lions must be in the block of just yet. Oh, hang on, as I say that. The lions here now. I missed them while I was going down the water. Just see the couple of tracks of them coming down here. So they've come and gone. They must go off here, I reckon. Well, they've certainly been here. Both the males and the females had a drink today. Maybe they are sleeping in the shade there and the monkeys just can't see them. Just going to quickly see which way they went around the water hole here, everybody. Hard to see the tracks around the waterhole here, everybody. The soil is very hard, but I can see where a couple of them drank right here where we were parked, and they must have, I assume, walked along the dam wall towards where those monkeys are. This is obviously something earlier today. As I was saying, those monkeys are very relaxed right now. So they definitely don't see any. Not to say the lions aren't seen somewhere close to the water here. They might just be hidden in some thick bush in the shade. Pick our way around to the other side of the waterhole towards where. So just check the section I was telling you about. There's a beautiful sandy beach where there's this dry feeds into the well. Often found the lions sleeping there. These shady areas that I'm talking about here. I think the lions might have already left the waterhole entirely, because I'm not seeing tracks here on the southern end either. Good afternoon, Sue. Lovely to have you with us again. It's been a while. I hope you have been well. And very good to have you back with us. Carol, to answer your question, no, we are at Lowveld. So, yeah, the lions have covered ground. They're hungry. That's why they're moving so much. So they were at Lemundur Krip this morning. That's where, or near to it, rather, on the Munduring Road itself, near the reservoir, I believe. That's where Brent left them, and then Matt came out later after drive to try and find them again, and he said they'd moved and he'd found tracks of them coming this direction towards Lowveld. And of course now we've found the tracks here of them having been here. Very often from here they go up this road, which takes you straight up towards Boskamp. Yeah, no tracks here. Doesn't look like they went that way. The one possibility is that they might have come to drink, having made a kill, possibly made a kill somewhere in that block, came down, had a drink, turned around and headed straight back towards their carcass. Let's see if I find any tracks on this side now. Just try to get out of this direct sunlight. Yeah, look at this, eh? This really is a beautiful spot. A beautiful dam. Oh, the elephants were here today as well. It's been another scorcher of a day. So it's not surprising that both the lions and the elephants came to have a drink here today. What you got there, Sella? Some monkeys. Right, well, the lions have set a challenge, that's for sure. Can you see that paw mark there, Sella? In front of my shoe. One of the lionesses drank here. Where are you hiding, lions? Yeah, so interestingly, just literally only one single track here of one lioness. See if they didn't go this way. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. There are some tracks here, everybody, of them going north, away from the waterhole. Now, I'm just trying to figure out if this wasn't possibly from last night that these lions walked up here before coming across to where Brent located them this morning. We'll stick with these tracks, see where they go. Might have to go back to their previous position this morning. These tracks look good. I think these tracks are the fresh tracks, the ones we've got here, everybody. Now I just hope they didn't go back into the block of land here to our left, because we cannot get in here. This is a really large block of bush here to the left that's just impenetrable. There's a beautiful dry riverbed in there. I know because I've walked in here many times. And I wouldn't be surprised if the lions do go there to rest for the day. Good shade. But let's hope that isn't the case, because then we won't be able to get to them this afternoon. Maybe they'll just be sleeping on the road somewhere up ahead here in the shade. Still got tracks on the road heading north. Tracks of the Pride on Lepadam Noord heading north towards Pumpat. You can see the tracks really nicely here again, everybody.
I also picked price tracks on Pumpat, and then they went east to the little river ditch.
Okay, copy, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to come and join you there.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, I think these are the fresh tracks, everybody. Just had another vehicle further up ahead report seeing tracks about 3/4 of a mile north of us along this same stretch of road, and they went into the riverbed there. That's okay though, they go into the riverbed there. We might be able to find them there and get in there with our little jackal. Let's see how it goes. It is amazing again how much these lines have moved in the last 48 hours. Trying to find a meal. I'm certain I've had many attempts at prey, but have just been unsuccessful so far. So they just keep going. It's amazing that they've moved around so much today, in the heat of today. Shows you how hungry they are. Tracks are still here. So it appears the lions, everybody, went straight into this block of land now to our left. Just going to work our way further up, just to see if they didn't come out on the next road now. That's up on this ridge here. I suspect the other vehicle that did see these tracks back there might have gone into the Sunslit River, which is behind us. Some of the lions' tracks did sort of head that direction, but one of the males cut into this block right here, heading straight north. What I am seeing as well on the road here now, lots of fresh giraffe tracks. Possible that the lions were hunting these giraffe. That's why they went straight across the road. The lions here, of course, do feed on giraffe quite regularly. It's a fascinating thing to see. The lions are almost dwarfed by their meal when they do kill a giraffe, if it's an adult. So hoping to see tracks again on this road now, because this is where they would have popped out if they carried on with their trajectory. If we don't find tracks here, well, then we know they are probably somewhere in here to our left, close to the river, the dry river.
Jan going mobile on fire.
Afternoon, Jan. No update so far.
Good afternoon, Jan. Lovely to have you with us. Sorry to see you not feeling so well. Hopefully you'll heal up very quickly. Very happy to have you with us. We're busy tracking lions at the moment, Jan. The pride and the males have been very, very busy the last couple of days. There's a prominent game path here now. They might have come out here, these lions. Don't see anything yet. Yeah, so they're making it quite challenging for us, having to cover a lot of ground to catch up with them. Just switching off here quickly just to see if I don't hear any alarm calls. Very quiet. But that in itself is so beautiful. Don't hear any alarm calling. Keep going. So we'll check this road, everybody. If there are no tracks coming out here, then this road eventually takes us down into the Sunsloot River, and we'll then just work our way back along the river towards where the last set of tracks of these lions were, and take it from there. Always important to check each one of these game paths. These, natural game paths. The lions will use them, and sometimes they come up and go straight across the road, and then you'll miss the tracks. But if you can spot the game path, then always worth checking it to see if they've come up there. There are no tracks there now. I wish I could say that I was that good at ironing. No, it's definitely not my handiwork. We have a domestic lady, the most wonderful woman by the name of Mercy, who takes care of not just the ironing, but my son Harrison, and she's the one I thank for the perfectly ironed shirts. Very grateful to her. But yeah, I do always like to have a freshly ironed shirt when I go out with my guests. Still no tracks of these lions coming out here. I wonder if they're not sleeping somewhere in this riverbed, the Sunsloot River. You all might have heard that beautiful bird call now. That's the black-backed puffback. That's busy calling, the male puffback. Afrikaans, we call it a sneeuwbel. It's a very descriptive name for it in Afrikaans. Sneeuwbel, directly translated, means snowball. And the male black-backed puffback, when he's displaying, he'll call while he displays. So that call we've just heard now means he's busy displaying. And what he does is he's got these beautiful white rump feathers that he puffs up into a ball, a perfect ball, and tries to impress the females with his little white ball on the end of his bum. Awesome bird. Sue, to answer your question about the injured male lion, he's doing just fine. No real change to the injury. He's still got a bad limp. Well, he's still got that muscle atrophy that's there around the hip. But he moves along just fine. It's incredible. Still going, still doing very well, to be honest. Still feeding regularly, drinking. Doesn't seem like he's been in any fights with his brothers recently either. He's been with them quite a lot the last couple of weeks. And there hasn't been too much aggression shown from the other two toward him, which is great. So he's getting along just fine. Right, here we go. So this is the Sunsloot River now, folks, that I'm dropping down into here. I'm hoping that the gremlins will stay away, because it's this river that we're going to need to now check to see if the lions aren't somewhere in the river here. I don't see their tracks here. Look. This is going to be fun though. This is beautiful in here, everybody. Like I say, fingers crossed the gremlins stay away. It is a clear day though, so I think it'll be alright. Just the most beautiful bush down here. Fantastic shade. Lots of big trees, good canopies. Lots of good cover. It's an area that leopard move around in very regularly as well. We often also come across rhino down here in these dry riverbeds. more so early morning and late evening, because they'll sometimes come and sleep down here. And every now and then you'll get one grazing on the grasses, the rich grasses that grow on the banks of this dry riverbed. Some lion tracks here. What? My goodness. Phew. Can actually smell the lions here now, everybody. But yeah, they came out here. The whole pride walked in the river and then went up here. And I'm just now hearing over the radio that the other gentleman that's been tracking them has found their tracks again further north of me, which makes sense because the pride walked in the river, went up this bank and then connected to the road where this other gentleman has found their tracks. So we're going to turn around and head that direction. Ooh, best not forget my hat. Crazy how much these lions have walked today. Station with the tracks of the pride for Gareth.
Gareth, he's standing by.
Sorry, can you just repeat again where the tracks are now?
So we're heading north on Sunset Park. Sunset went through the sunset. Making sure, yeah.
Okay, copy. Thanks, meneer. I'll be with you shortly.
Okay. Yeah, they came onto the road just there. Right.
Okay, copy. I'll stay in the Sunsloot then and head north towards Sunkamp.
Copy, I think that's good.
So just busy chatting to Diedrich, I think he said his name was, and he's just up here, everybody. So the tracks are now directly opposite us, the tracks of the pride, and he's just busy checking to see where they went from there. May have gone out the river, looped around and come back to the river, which is why I want to just check the river here all the way to the end. We can't go too much further in this river, unfortunately. There's just too much debris in this river a little bit further downstream from us here. Let's hope we find some more lion tracks now. But I mean, I just love being down here. It's so beautiful in this river. Hello everybody. Good on you. Did you say it's Diedrich?
Yes.
Thanks man.
Yeah, no worries.
Lekker.
Okay.
You happy for me to go ahead?
Yeah, please.
Thanks.
Your eye is better than mine.
Oh, I don't know. You've done well so far. Just having a quick chat there with Diedrich, everybody. Lovely chap who's helping us here with the tracks of the lions. Him and his family are just out on a family game drive. How awesome is that? Going out with your family and tracking a pride of lions. Pretty damn special.
Humphrey for Gareth. Standing by. How many leverage stations on bunker? Do you know where exactly on Front Coast, a very long road they were looking? The 4 stations on Lowveld and somewhere on.
That's interesting, folks. There's one set of tracks here going back into the river. Lions are playing games. But I think I see more tracks up ahead here. Yeah. So just for all of you, just so that you can see the tracks, and just to let you know, we're not tracking ghosts. There are certainly some lion tracks there, everybody, which you can see on the road. Yeah, they continued up this way. Man, lions on a mission. Tell you what though, we might get lucky this afternoon, everybody, if we do find these lines, in that they'll be active. Sure, now there's tracks going up and down here, and the reason the tracks are going up and down here is these lions ran into a female giraffe with a calf. There's tracks of a baby giraffe here. You can actually see where the lions were running here as well, the males. They came back and forth, and then they've continued up the road, some of the tracks there. We'll follow those tracks, see where they go. Looks like they were hunting giraffe here, up and down. bulk of the tracks that I'm looking at, everybody, actually go back the way we came, back towards the riverbed there. Perhaps they've chased these giraffe into the riverbed. Lions will often do that in hope that they trip or force the giraffe to stumble as they run through a very, steep but narrow riverbed like the one we've just been driving in. It's a technique these lions will often use. A couple of occasions where we have found them on a giraffe kill, we found them feeding on the giraffe very close to one of these narrow riverbeds. The tracks of these lines here, and that's because they've gone after the giraffe up and down here.
I'll go down closer.
And maybe just check Wilderfey as well, because they might have, if they've missed here, I'm sure they'll come out somewhere there. I'm going to just work the tracks back here. Lekker guys, enjoy.
Living stream combi, coffee lock.
So when we drove up past here earlier, I did see a lot of commotion over here. Just want to have a quick look. Also just listening very carefully, everybody, because if they are still chasing these giraffe, you'll hear obviously all the noise of the large animals running through the bush, crashing over trees. And if they have managed to bring one down, we're then going to hear the chaos that ensues when lions are getting together. But it gets difficult now because there's literally tracks everywhere, them going up and down. It's hard to say which direction is the right one to follow. Just trying to listen carefully, everybody. I think we're very close to these lines. I think this activity here where they had a go at these giraffe was recent. Certainly what it looks like by having had a close look at the tracks. Which station's busy driving Sunsloot Patsake towards Poachers?
Sorry, Gareth, just say again.
What's your position now, Kevin?
I'm approaching Poachers, Sunsloot Junction.
Okay, copied. Just let me know if you see any tracks of the lions there. They were hunting giraffe here at the junction you're approaching.
Okay, I don't see any tracks on this road.
Copy. Okay, let's go back towards where they first encountered that baby giraffe. I think that's what they would have targeted, were those baby giraffe, or rather that baby giraffe. You can see the tracks of the lions here, everybody, going up and down.
Should I go? I've got to the junction.
Yeah, the bulk of the tracks are towards the Sunsloot River.
Okay, copy. I'll head that way.
I don't see any track on Poachers or Boulder Side.
Okay, copy. Tracks coming out of the block there. Let's just quickly go have a look at this little mud wallow, which is down here to our right. I don't think there's any water in it at the moment, but a lot of these tracks head that direction. Another beautiful spot, this. The tracks of the lions are right here. I'm just going to quickly try and see which way they go here, everybody. Right now, your guess is as good as mine, everybody. There's literally tracks everywhere around here. So what I think happened is back here, those lions were just marching along the road and then spotted these giraffe. And what lions will very often do is they then split up and try and ambush their prey. So a lot of these lions came in here and circled back towards where I've seen the tracks of that baby giraffe here. And then they had a go, trying to force the mother and baby back towards the other lions that would have just been lying in ambush. everywhere. Literally every game path here has got tracks of them going different directions. Possibly. But there were tracks of the giraffe and baby just up here. But then, yeah, mostly the male's tracks up towards that junction of poachers. Yeah. But they all walked up the road here, and then they bumped into these giraffes somewhere here and then had a go. Could be, but then I don't know if we'll get to them. Say again? No, I think if anything, what's this road that cuts through the block behind us here going east? It might be worth checking that road. What I might do is go back towards just west of Sandkamp and see if they're not lying in the river there. Hello again, everybody. Apologies for my absence. Just trying to figure out these tracks. So you may have overheard me chatting to Kevin back there. There's tracks going all over the place, but there's a set of tracks of two lionesses going back towards the Sunsloot River here. And I wonder if they maybe were unsuccessful with these giraffe, and that's the direction they've headed. So I'm going to try that. going to try that option and take you all to the other side of this beautiful Sunsloot River and see if we don't come right there. Just working on my heart rate there, tracking those lines through that very thick bush back there. Always gets the heart pumping. Beautiful section this again, fantastic cover down here, really good shade. Now the tracks I was following looked like these lionesses were going to come down here, somewhere around here.
I'm doing sun tour at the moment. I'm going to go around on the approach and back down again.
Double check me, maybe they can cross the boat somewhere, but
there's a big open patch of river here that they might have come along. I'm seeing giraffe tracks here too.
See them at all today? Now, did you see them earlier or you're not seeing them at all?
I know, I haven't seen them at all.
Tracks of that baby giraffe here again with its mother by the looks of things. So perhaps they did get away from these lions, everybody. Obviously we know that lions have got to eat, but you always hope that it's not a baby giraffe they're going to grab. Just busy listening to Kevin and Deirdrick discussing the routes that they've driven now behind me, and they've seen no further signs of these lions. So they are hiding good and proper. But if those lionesses that I was tracking last continued in their general direction, they might then come out on this next road, which takes us up towards Seskant Krip, everybody, which is where I'm going to head. Let's see if they didn't go that way. It's always a beautiful area to check regardless of these lines we're tracking. Good area for rhino, good area for leopard, good area for general game. I often see good numbers of zebra and giraffe in that area. Lots of impala and the most exquisite views of the Drakensberg Mountains. So we're going to head that direction, folks. Aha, here we go. We were on the right track, everybody. Here you go. The whole pride came out here. So they did end up following those two lionesses I was tracking. And they're all heading towards Seskant Krip. I don't see the male's tracks. Oh, actually no, there might be one male's tracks there. Tracks of them come out here on Kudu, heading northwest towards Seskant.
Yeah, okay, I'll come join you there. There's no sign of them this side. I did track them out back on poachers.
Okay, copy. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited now, guys. I think we might get lucky here. We might actually bump into this pride walking along the road here. Still got tracks of all of them walking on the road now. So this road that goes to the left here takes us to Seskant Krip. Just want to see if that's where they went. One of them walked up here. A couple of them walked this way. I think they all turned towards the water. Small little reservoir, man-made waterhole just up here called Seskant Krip. Looks like they've gone that way. Oh, beautiful sunset this evening. Some really stunning colours coming out tonight. Now I don't see any line tracks. Speed up a bit, quickly have a look at the water here, everybody. But we might need to go back. They might have fooled me once again back there. Very, very fresh tracks of rhino here. White rhino. But no line tracks. Sneaky little buggers. But it does make sense that they came this direction. You know, I mentioned before, everybody, we often get a lot of the general game in this area, the zebra, wildebeest, giraffe, impala, and the lions know it, so they often come past this area here. And they haven't walked along the road. I thought they were, but they've cut into this block, I think. So they're still hunting. They're looking to sneak up on whatever general game might be approaching that waterhole. At least that's what I reckon's happened. Why I've lost the tracks here. think they've probably just gone through the thickets here and might have continued north along this road here. No tracks now. Last tracks were on Kudu, there at the link road to Seskant. Krip. Can't remember the name of that link. I think they've gone through the block heading northwest towards Seskanpat. I'm going north on Kudu, I'll come south on Seskanpat.
Yeah, that's Kudu. I guess it links Seskanpat and Kudu. So they actually went up Seskanpat and then on to Kudu.
Yeah, so they were going up Kudu, I think it's Kudu Middle, into that big Sodek area. And then there's that link road there by that prominent shepherd's tree that cuts west from there towards the Krip itself. I think that's Kudu. I lost the tracks there.
Okay, copy. Now I'm coming behind you then. So that is Kudu, so because it links Seskanpat with Kudu. But alright, I'm going to head to
Copy.
I've got a very relaxed leopard on north, if anybody's interested.
Well, that's very good for you, sir. Someone's just located a very relaxed leopard, apparently. Very close to Leoparddam, folks, where we started our mission this afternoon, where we had the vervet monkeys drinking at the water, and where we found the tracks of the pride. Just up that road where we were following the tracks of the lions. A leopard's just popped out there. It's pretty cool. Oh, there was a mongoose that just shot by. Banded mongoose. Unfortunately for us, everybody, we're too far away now from where that leopard's been located, so I'm not going to be able to go there tonight, which is a great pity. But anywho, fingers crossed we're going to find these lions. It doesn't appear they've come up this road, so... Oh, there they are. They did come up this road. Look at what we found. We found some lions, everybody. My goodness, I think that's the longest I've ever tracked lions on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. You're going to have to watch out that tree there, Silo, next to you here. You can see the male lions now, everybody lying down in front of me here. And the females are here as well. The lionesses are also here. And they have eaten. They look very, very full. Well, the males certainly do. Yeah, there's blood on their faces and their necks as well. Oh man, incredible. The pride is on Kudu, not too far south of the junction Seskanpat, that northern junction. They're on the eastern side of Kudu, visible from the road with the 3 males.
So you faded away there, just say again.
Pride and 3 males on the eastern side of Kudupat, not too far south of the junction Seskampat, that northern junction.
Okay, copy, I'll turn around.
Oh, unbelievable. Listen to the panting, everybody.
I'm using the leopard detected.
My goodness.
Humphrey, which side of the dam is it? It's leopard dam north. On the road or around the dam? It's on the road, sort of on the Brent side, you're going north from Poole.
This is incredible, folks. You know, it's always such a thrill to find them eventually after tracking them for so long, but it's also amazing to have now found them and see that they've actually been successful today. They've caught something very recently. The males all have obviously the largest bellies because they always dominate at the carcass. But you can see that lioness had a bit of blood on her neck and her belly is also quite big, but the injured male has now got his head up, everybody. He's busy trying to suck in as much oxygen as possible. And it's wonderful to see that he's with the pride and that he's also had a big fill. He's had his fill today on whatever it is they killed. And it would have been something of substantial size, I reckon, everybody, because of how much blood I'm seeing on the head and neck of this lioness and how fat the male lion's bellies are and her belly is. You can see the blood even on the forearms of that lioness, the bottom of her legs and around the paws there. So still haven't groomed themselves entirely after their meal. So it would have been just a couple of hours ago, I reckon, that they made their kill.
Gareth, can you hear me at all?
No, negative. What's your position?
I've gone to Obergat, so that's east of Witgat junction with Kudu.
Yeah, you need to come north from there, Kevin, along Kudu, as if you were heading north towards Seskampat, heading north towards Twin Crossings.
Okay, copy.
Incredible.
This is Alex on Kaya. Are there any updates, please?
There's a leopard on Blabank near Leopard Dam Noord, and the pride and 3 males are on Kudupat Noord, a couple hundred meters south of Seskampat Noord junction.
Copy that, thank you.
Wow. Amazing, hey, everybody. It's no wonder, you know, the pride is sucking in air the way they are. The ground that they've covered today has been unbelievable. And then add to the fact that they've obviously had to tackle prey and then consume said prey. So they've burnt a lot of energy today. Yeah, Carol, I was actually just trying to have a look now. I can't actually see all of the lionesses that well, but I can see at least 2 females here.
Repeat that message, you were very soft. I'm coming south on Kudu North.
Yeah, I'm on Kudupat with the pride and the 3 males. They're on the eastern side of the road. You will get my visual from the road. They're very close to the road. Yeah, just some ways south of Seskanpat junction.
Copy, thanks.
Actually now here in the distance, not too far from us, everybody, that banded mongoose that we drove past earlier, saw briefly, is now busy alarm calling. So maybe some of the other lionesses are still on their way here. Perhaps they were finishing off the scraps of whatever it was they killed, and they're now just playing catch up to the rest of the pride. I think I only see 3 lionesses in here. It's tough. So Silo, if you can try go left from where you are there and just try show the viewers the other females in there. I know it's tough, it's a little bit thick in there. But like I say, everybody, there's this banded mongoose that's now alarm calling to our right. It could perhaps be one of the other lionesses or some of the other lionesses coming to join up with the rest of them here. Going to try go forward here, everybody, because there's 2 other vehicles that are now coming to join us, and I just want to try and make space for their arrival. We might also then be able to get a better look and see if we can see the other lionesses. Okay, so I count 4 lionesses now, everybody. So where's Cello's focus now? There's 3 lying down over there. And then of course the 1 lioness that's completely out in the open here between the males. Shannon, to answer your question about the alarm calling, it's very close. Kudupat Noord. Yeah, we almost directly east of sort of Seskant Link Junction. If you were going up Seskant Pad, heading north, away from Seskant Krip, yeah, we're almost directly east of that junction. I'm just looking at the map now, Kevin. So Seskanpat Noord, sorry, Kudupat Noord is the road we're on, and we are south of the junction with Seskanpat Noord. Oh, Kevin, I think I've got your audio. Just keep coming north.
How long do you think they've been here? They've been moving now the last...
Not long.
Huh?
Not long. And there's 1 lioness missing. Oh, this injured male, everybody's just stood up and he's busy urinating. He's so full. It's just amazing to see him in such good stead, you know, so full. He's eaten so well. He's stuffed himself to the point where he can't even move away or squat to urinate. He's literally just stood up to urinate. You can obviously still see the pain in that back left hip, but he's okay, you know, it's incredible. He's kept up with everybody and he's had a massive feed. Look at that stomach. Oh, and look at those canines. Those canines are still perfect. I would love to know what it was that they caught and have fed on. I just hope it wasn't that baby giraffe. Hopefully it got away. He does, doesn't he, Shannon? He really is doing so well. I mean, I know he's got that injury, but it hasn't stopped him. He's hanging on. He's still fighting. Listen to that panting. Oh, he's stuffed. Beautiful pads of that male line. Of course, those are the tracks we've been following for the last hour and a half. Those pads are what left those beautiful tracks for us to follow. I was just going to say though, everybody, we got really lucky though, I must say. Obviously we tracked them for a long time, but if they hadn't stopped to lay down this close to the road, we wouldn't have seen them tonight, because I didn't have any tracks now where we were. The last tracks, you know, good 500-600 yards south of us were the last tracks that we had, and it must have been there at that point where they obviously went after something. I did see some zebra tracks in that area, so perhaps it was a zebra foal that they've caught, eaten, and then come to lay down at this point.
How many more guys are along?
Sorry, last station, which sighting are you referring to?
Sorry, I didn't copy the message.
Are you looking for an update on the lions?
Affirmative.
Yeah, there's 3 vehicles here, but you can keep making your way.
Okay, copy. Tinabuya.
Where are you coming from? What's your ETA?
Kudukam. Kudukrap.
Okay, copy. Keep coming. Look at that action on that stomach, pushing that diaphragm up and down. That'll help with the digestion. I wonder how far they're going to get tonight with stomachs that size, everybody. Oh, I don't think the males are going to get very far, but some of those females might not have had as much of a feed, so they might want to move and hunt again. Zelo, put your light on. Certainly was a lot of fun tracking the lines today though, folks. Amazing how far they've walked. Yeah, very exciting to obviously then discover where they'd tried to hunt those giraffe. And then trying to figure that all out with tracks going all over the place, and eventually finding the tracks of those 2 lionesses that led away from that area, which then led us to this point. Oh, it's a great pleasure, Rosemary. Yeah, very chuffed that we managed to find them. I was just saying now, it's incredible how far they covered, how far they walked today in the heat of today. Now, folks, you may have heard me saying over the radio earlier, there's obviously a couple of vehicles that are very interested to come and see what we've found here tonight. And so we're going to be moving on shortly. I'm going to let the next vehicle come in and take our spot. I think what we'll do from here is we'll head, if we have enough time, we'll head quickly past Seskant Krip and just see if perhaps somebody else might be going there for a drink tonight. But yeah, really chuffed to have shown you all this beautiful pride tonight, and also awesome to see that they've made a kill, had their full, some of them. And yeah, I just can't wait to get back out here tomorrow and try to track them down again and see what's happened. I suspect if there is going to be any movement here tonight, it's probably still a while yet before that does happen though. They're quite set in here with their big stomachs. Dedrick, I'm going to move out here, but I'm going to have to come straight out on that route there.
No worries, I'm also going to go.
Okay, lekker, thanks meneer.
Thanks for finding me.
Of course guys, thanks for your help. Have a lekker evening. Copy, Sammy, make your way. Myself and Dedrick are leaving the sighting now and leaving Kevin in control. Yourself and one other making their way. All right, you beautiful cats. Thank you for allowing us to see you tonight. Oh, there we go, everybody. Successful track and find of the Pride. It wasn't easy, but it certainly was a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed that. It was lovely to finally catch up to them. Just reading the comments here, Shanine, I see you've asked if we could perhaps find the carcass that they were feeding on. Now that would be very difficult now, having lost the light. Also can't smell anything. I don't smell a carcass nearby. So I think that carcass, whatever it was, is probably still a good ways off from where we were with the lions now. Definitely can't hear anything either. Can't hear bones crunching. So, because that one lioness is still unaccounted for. I don't know where she is, but she might still be feeding on it.
About at the Gareth
Very interesting. Just hearing on the radio now that someone's just located a lioness at the Ndlovu Manor House. So that'll be lioness number 6, everybody. So for a while now, there's just been the 5 lionesses together. And so lioness number 6, for some reason, has just been hanging out on her own on the Ndlovu property. Now, Betty, I see you've asked to see other animals too. We will certainly do our very best. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find something now in the dark, something different. Possibly some bush babies or a chameleon. Imagine a aardvark now to just be the icing on the cake. I have just found something, everybody. Look at this amazing bird that's on the road here, or just next to the road. Do you see it there, Sela? Baga Jumbo. Look at this, everybody. Look at this beautiful little bird. I haven't seen one of them for a very long time. This, folks, is the bronze-winged courser. Absolutely amazing nocturnal species that comes out at night searching for insects in the open patches of soil. They obviously very often now use the roads as well to hawk for insects, the movement of insects at night. And that actual movement you see from the bird, how it scurries quickly and then stops abruptly, is that motion is called coursing, and that's where it got its name. The bronze-winged courser. You can't see the bronze now. You'll actually only see the bronze when the bird is in flight, and the bronze is predominantly on the underside of the wing. I'm going to just have to turn off the light now because we have a vehicle approaching us here, everybody. The other vehicle coming to the lion sighting. But that's very cool to have spotted a bird I don't see very often. Bronze-winged courser. Lovely little bird. Come on, buddy. Move off the road. There's a bit of traffic here. There we go. Hello, everybody. Right, now for our next trick, the bush baby. just now thinking about honey badgers as well, everybody. It's been so long since I've seen them here. I've seen tracks every now and then. That would just be so special if we got to come across some honey badgers. How's it, guys? How are you?
What can you?
Good, man. Nice to see you.
We had the most brilliant leopard sighting now.
I can't believe it. It's just incredible. Male or female, you reckon?
I think it's female, eh? First sort of on Sescon, leopard north.
Yeah.
In a little mitre drain there. She was walking down the road and then she went in there and she lay there and she was like, I'm not let her forever.
Please tell me you got some photos.
Just like, yeah, sure, we've got
I
some.
didn't have my big lens on, but she had a lot of black up to her cheeks.
Very dark in this area.
Amazing. Gee whiz, that's amazing. That's so wonderful, guys.
But
Yeah.
we've got lots of facial shots, but I was just have to see how much, I don't know, so I'm sure one of them will show.
Brilliant.
Yeah, very
I
nice.
can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's, we don't, when we see leopard, we don't see them often, but when we see them, we get luck. We really see lacquer one.
Yes, that's
We sat with
amazing.
her forever and just, she was just like
And then she wanted to
cleaning
cross the road,
and
come
scratching
out,
and
she was like
everything.
dancing, yeah.
So special, guys. Oh, I'm chuffed you got to see that.
Have a lucky
You too, hey? Lovely to see you both. Bye, guys. Have fun. So that's the lucky couple, everybody, that got to see the leopard tonight. And interesting chatting to them. They reckon that it was a female leopard. I can't be too sure, but they did get some photographs, so they'll be sending them to me as soon as they've edited them or gone through them. Be very intrigued to see who that leopard was. If it's a female, where they found her, it's most likely the Kudu Crypt 2-3 female. But yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens once we get those photos from Humphrey and Sherry. I'm rather jealous, I won't lie. Kali. Oh, yay for Criticam, everybody. Well done, team. It's awesome to get all of those exciting little clips from Criticam again. Thanks to you, everybody. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, Betty. Thanks everybody that joined us tonight. It's been another wonderful afternoon. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you did all too. And yeah, very excited to be back out here with you again. I think I'm back out here again tomorrow afternoon, everybody. So Thanks again for joining us. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and we'll see you soon. Bye for now, everybody. Thank you.